Hey, this is Philip again, and in today's video I will gonna help you out how we can replace this different sections banner. So if you see here, we have three of it, one and two and three. So in our last video, we discussed regarding how we are going to add the navigation that correspond to our store navigation added to the Shopify store. And the second thing, how we are going to trigger this mini cart when you are adding the product. So I think we did it well. So now we are going to proceed with another topics, but probably you may notice that in my previous release I didn't have added this icon yet, and probably if you have some issue, like if you wanted to change this color, then I think you can easily adjust it in a CSS definition. So let's go back, and without any further delay, let's go ahead and work this out. So the first requirements to replace this is you need a knowledge of a GraphQL. So maybe probably if you are just starting front-end developer, then you maybe heard a GraphQL. I think GraphQL is just added recently in the Shopify platform, is intended for the Hydrogen. So the problem before been working on Shopify, that a metafield cannot be easily done in our store, but we have to apply it using a third-party apps. But now then the Hydrogen was released, so then the GraphQL can be easily added to our implementation. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna look at what is the requirements. The first thing is the Insomnia. So if you look at in our codes, we're gonna find where we have to replace this images. So here, route, we're gonna find the route folder and index server. So here there is a query, GraphQL. So this thing is the one managing to replace the banner. So if you look at here in this line, like in the hero banner, it is saying here that in case if you did not add a metafield, then it will automatically use a placeholder. So if you see here, this is a placeholder which is brought from a Hydrogen freeview.myshopify.com. So I think that's it. Then now what we need to do, because I already installed an Insomnia, this is the utility or a tools that we're gonna use for managing our GraphQL. So it's up to you how you are going to do that. If you are familiar with GraphQL, then there's a lot of things that you can do with GraphQL. Like here, if you say, hold on, if I want to apply a storefront GraphQL, then you can easily do that here in your locals. So like if we want to search this what you call that, this query, so you're gonna copy this query, then place it here. So we're gonna say, okay, I think this is I think I have to see something query here, then I think collection, like that. Then here, what about this? And okay, then if I were going to search that, oh, it's not responding. Please play to get a response. I gotta copy, refresh. Okay, I think something's wrong with this. Then I think what I need to do here, so we're gonna proceed with the graph. We cannot easily determine what exactly this code's happening. So for me, probably there's some error, but it's not showing up. But so what we need to do here is to install the Insomnia. So I'm using a Linux environment, then I already added that because I've been doing this for a few times now. So if you are going to add this, there's a Shopify Insomnia. So if you are using a Windows environment, then you can visit the site, install this kit, just follow the instruction, and then once it is added to your system, then you can easily access it. So like for example here. Okay, so this is the Insomnia dashboard. So now it's an empty. Then what I wanna help you to understand that there are different level of permission. In our storefront, we have a storefront API. On the other side, we have the admin API. So I think the permission are very limited if we're going to talk about the storefront API. So then how we are going to apply this this thing. So like for example, even though if you look at here, okay, let's go back. So I will going to add this meta field, but then still it will not display. Okay, so you will understand that later. So let's go back here. So I did not add an admin, so later we're gonna do that. Let's go back to our store. So we're gonna add a meta field like and a collection. So it is referred to a collection. So if you look at the query, this is referred to a collection, and the hero banner is just an alias. It's a definition of a variable that this query value finch will pass to this variable. So what it's supposed to do is we're gonna add the collections meta field first. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so what the requirement is, if you try to look at here, it's asking a hero title. So what we need to do here, go over here, say hero title. Now it says here that there is a namespace. So as namespace is a hero and a K is a title. So you must be familiarized how the meta field also works in Shopify. So here we have to say here namespace hero, then followed by title. Then there is also a content type. So what it is recommended, it says single line text. So we're gonna select that, then gonna save, then add another one. What is the next one? We have a byline CTA spread like that. So let's go back here. We're gonna hero byline, I think byline, okay, byline hero that byline single text, save. So here if we gonna go back again, what is that? CTA spread, oh, sorry, add hero here, hero CTA, sorry, that, let's see here CTA. CT seems call to action, it's a button. So we're gonna use this a single line text as recommended. Save. Another one is a spread. Okay, spread, add, then hero, spread, also spread, that spread. Then now the spread, I think it's a file. So look at here, it is a file. So you can attach an image or a video clip. So what we're gonna choose here, it's a file, then accept specific files, so both of images and videos. So we're gonna save that. Then another one is we're gonna copy this, so it's, so you see, a definition, hero, secondary, hero. Remove this like that, then file, then gonna save. Okay, so that's it. So now if we're going to add this metafield within the collections, so we're gonna look at the collections. If you're going to click each of the collections, scroll down, you will see these metafields. So right now we don't have added anything yet. So what, for example, we're gonna say testing, and say testing. Always okay, we're gonna try that just to see how exactly it works. So like for example, if I were going to add a video clip, so since if you see here in our banner, where's that again, let's go back. Okay, it's being divided into two. So in some case, if your image is only one, so you did not add additional image for the spread secondary, then it will occupy the whole space. So this is the mechanism what the pre-added hydrogen apps sections being rendered. So here, like for example, this is only one image without a secondary, then it will automatically occupy the space, the whole sections. So that's it. So now if you see here, we already added this content, and we also followed what exactly added here. And then if we're gonna refresh it, so I will supposed to think that it should be displayed this banner here, so it's not happening. So now there is another requirements that was not specifically mentioned here. So we need to make it sure that our metafield is visible to our storefront. So now if you are going to visit the Shopify div custom storefront and product collection metafields, there is one thing that is missing that we need to execute, and this is the expose metafield. And then this is required an admin credentials. So what we need to do here now is to create additional API for the admin. So let's go back to our storefront API, then click here, then I need to configure the admin, so configure it. So here there are also permissions that you need to enable, like if possible you can tick mark everything, then that is okay. We're gonna do that. So this is what I mentioned previously, that it takes time for us to discuss, so it's better to put this steps in another video clip. So let's enable this all. It's not necessary, but I will be using this for another features. Okay, let's do that. What's there too many? Oh, where? Okay, so I think there are a lot of, I think I have to anti-cancel, just find out exactly. So we will need only a product. Where is that product? Where product listing. Okay, so this is it. Or I can also do this. I can take this one, publish product. Okay, I think we don't need that for now, so we're gonna save. Okay, it's done. Then API credentials. Now you have to remember that in admin API it will only showing you up once, so you make it sure you will keep this API key to any of your in your place where you can secure this API key. So we're gonna save it here. Maybe I will forget. So now let's go back to our Insomnia. Now in Insomnia, if you see here, it's an empty. So then we need to configure it out. How we're gonna do that? So let's go. Let's say I want to create a new project. Then I'm gonna say hydrogen GraphQL create, and then a new document. Oh, sorry. We're gonna click this out, new project, or probably a new document, but this is new collection, create. Okay, so that's it. So now I want to manage a new environment. I will gonna create a new environment here, like I think this example should be much easier for us. So we're gonna import the file. I think if you look at back the GraphQL Insomnia here, there is a file that you need to download. This one. Once you download it and work as collection, import this file. So there is a pre-added configuration, so you don't have to build it from scratch. So let's go back. I already downloaded it. So where is that? Insomnia. If I cannot done that, so I think I just have to download it again. Where are they? How to configure download the Insomnia. Okay, let's see. Insomnia file, where is it? I could not find it. Query, mutation, prerequisite, download a collection. Okay, I think this is the one. That rip, extract here, go back to my Insomnia. Where are they? Modified here, back here, request collection. Okay, so then there is a collection. Where is it? Why it's not working? Okay, so it's here. Then expand, like if I want a query structure, then expand this one. What about this? Okay, this is a query, so it's just already added this. So I gonna use an admin API. So we already have the password out for the token. Then I need to configure this details. Okay, first is the token, and like that. Then store. So what store? URL. I'm gonna copy, go back, then oh sorry, what's wrong? Okay, so it's saved. Then if double check if the headers are properly added. Okay, so this is okay. GraphQL. So if I'm gonna execute this, I'm gonna send, and there is a certificate issue JSON. Okay, I think I removed the in. Send it again. Okay, the store. Oh, why the store is not reflecting? Should be like that. Done. Send. Still the same. Admin API. It's probably the token. The token should be this one. Done. Send. Disable validation. SSL permission or its remote has K was not okay. The K was not okay. Shopify access token. This is alright. The store are also, I think, oh okay, so I think I added. So let's go back to our environment. Then I think I have to remove this. I have to remove that because you see here there's already added on myshopify.com. Then it becomes a doubled. So it says here that if you see here, you cannot really understand because it's talking about SSL, but it's not actually talking about this. It's not pointing to the exact issue. So I'm gonna send it, then it should respond like this. So now if you see in this preview, then it means that it is working. So what we have to do now is to check if there is existing metafield. So what we have to copy here, so let's go back. I want to copy this out. I think where is the end? Where is the end of this query? It should be this one. Copy this line up to this line probably. So paste it here. I want to create a duplicate because I think this is a storefront. Then I think we need to build also a storefront API. So anyway, gonna duplicate that. So I'm gonna say storefront API query. Then here in a query for storefront, you will just remove this extra directory for admin. then probably you can just enter the token manually. So here you should say storefront access token. Then here I'm gonna paste that out, something like that. Then in the header, I think I have to copy the storefront. Copy this, then go back, then replace. Let's try unexpected end of the document. So unexpected end, so probably this has to be removed. Then here gonna remove that too. Okay, I think it should be a query, and here a query. Okay, so I think I missed something here. So this is the different what we did earlier. Using this thing is not sending it back how exactly the issue. So what I have to do here, I need to find the storefront query. I think I already done that. So I want to check in the history. Oh, sorry, it's not. I just need to check in the bookmark. Then Shopify retrieve metafield in the storefront API. Okay. Oh, sorry, this is not the one. Query. This is not. Collection. So what if I will just, okay, if you look at on the sample, it's just the object. So we're gonna remove this probably, but it's on a red. Okay, so I think there is an issue here. I think this is the problem. I'm gonna remove this one. Reference send parse curly. So it's not responding. Let's see query. So it must be responding. Okay, I'm gonna remove this out. Just remove. Then this one, query, remove. This one, and another bracket, send. Field nodes doesn't exist on type. Okay, so there is an issue with this. So I think it's a different way how to configure this out. Say like that, then age, then node, then we're gonna say handle ID, then we're gonna try that if it works. Yes, this is working. Now I want to show up the metafield if the metafield exists. So the metafield, there's a parameter namespace, then you have to specify the namespace. So like for example that one, so I want to show up the value of the metafield. but then there is another requirements is the K. So the K we say gonna title, then send. Okay, so you see here the meta field is null. It means it is not visible yet. So that's the reason why we're gonna apply it the visibility of this meta field. So if you're gonna look at back in our shop, then metafields collections, you see here I already had this meta field, but then it is still not showing up. So there is no specific steps currently in Shopify. They did not provide anything yet about this. So I just discovered it then, because I've been working in GraphQL for a while, then I can easily understood what exactly the problem, that this requirements that we add, it's still not visible even though we already comply adding this meta field to our storefront. So this is the reason why it is not showing up, because of the visibility. So we're gonna do that using the mutation GraphQL. So we're gonna copy this mutation to expose the meta field. So let's go back here. I think I can copy, because I'm using the storefront. Then I need to duplicate the other one, which is admin. So gonna duplicate this, then say collection meta field mutation, then paste it. So here we have to replace this with hero, then in here gonna replace with the K title, then owner type collection. And then if I will going to send this, then I should expect that it will now visible. So you're gonna send it. Alright, so there is no error, it means it is properly executed. Then let's go back to the store API query. If we're gonna say if there is already a value, send. Oh, so it's not. We're gonna send it again. Okay, so I just took maybe probably 3, so I'm gonna say first 10 collections will appear. Oh, okay, so it's on the last row, so it means it is now visible. So like for example, if we're gonna check the other meta field, so what we have here, we're gonna try this one. Copy, go back like that. So here it's a media, it's a variable in our code, but we're gonna replace that with type name. Okay, so we're gonna send. Alright, so you see here, even though we added a value, so it is only showing up this heading, but what about the byline, the CTA, the spread, and the spread secondary, even if you already added it into your store front? So what we had here, we already added the CTA, byline, and the title, but since it's not still displaying, because it requires us to make it this visibility on each of the meta fields. So what I have to do here, I'm gonna type, like for example, the heading. Is that a heading? Oh, sorry, is this a heading? Oh, byline. Okay, byline. Let's go back to the Insomnia. Send. Okay, the next one is CTA send. Then the other one is spread, go back, spread. The last one is a spread secondary, spread secondary. Send. Okay, so we're gonna run it again if it's already visible. Oh, why it's not? Send it again. Oh, I did something wrong. Maybe it was not reflected. Spread zero secondary, but there's no error. Okay, must be unique. So because it's already added, let's go back again. Probably I will remove this query, or if you want a specific title, then you can also apply that. Like this one, I want to show up this only this Acacia server. So I'm gonna copy this in here, then is remove space Acacia, send. It's not reflecting yet. Okay, so we're gonna refresh it in our store. Maybe here it's working. Something it's not. Okay, what if I will remove this? Remove first, so it will properly value. Okay, so it's here. So look at that, it is now showing up, but then the image is not actually showing. Spread and save, still not displaying. So there might be a problem with this spread, or I might added in a wrong spread. Hero spread. Gonna look back. The metafield collection, hero spread. This is okay. Hero spread, but here it is not showing. Reference. Okay, we're gonna add another collections. Let's go back. Then what if in another collections we just add a picture? Done. Then here CTA, we're not testing 2, testing 2, testing 2, save. Then query it again, send. So it's a little bit delay. There's a little bit delay in finishing this value. So this does appear now. So look at here, the maple serve, it's now showing up this media image type. So it means it's added. So I don't know what's wrong with that other one. Let's go back. I'm gonna replace that. maybe something wrong with this video. What if this thing save? Then I have to add a little more with the best seller. I'm gonna say, what about this? Try. Maybe this will work. Testing. 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 Save. Then go back. Refresh. Oh. Maybe it takes a little bit. Okay, so how here it's now replacing the previous placeholder. So it means it is working now, except this. So we're gonna try to send a request. 1 2 3 1 2 3. So if you want that it will only display like right now, because we limit this in here 10, but in the code, if you see here, the limit it in 3, so it will only appear this 3 sections of banner. So you're gonna refresh, maybe it will reflect now. No, it's not. Alright, so I think it's not working. So we're gonna go back to our codes. I want only a video, so I want a specific collection, so I want only to display this. Okay, I think it's working. Hold on, it's replacing this up. It was removed, so something a different issues with this. So what I need to do is just to remove the other sections, and I wanted to display only this stuff. And I think probably in the next video I can discuss you how to add another sections in a specific requirements, probably without any attached collections, or probably without using the GraphQL. So right now, as in the free added Hydrogen apps, it is intended for the GraphQL. So what if you are going to add different sections banner that without using a GraphQL? Yes, we can do that. So the next video I think I will gonna take up that. So here I wanted to show up only one, so then I need to change my condition. So you're gonna add a query parameter, then string, you're gonna say title. So in the query collections, you can specify a custom type title, and I think there's another one. So here I will only wanted to display the one that has a video, so the best seller. I want to copy that. If this will work, gonna send. It is not internal, or looks like went wrong on our end. Oh, really? Okay, so we're gonna change that. I want to display something like this. Okay, so what if I will only do this kind of queries? We're gonna replace this, something like that, then gonna save and hope it will work. Okay, so now it is working. So it was totally removed all of the other sections, and it's just now having this video in the front end. But it seems it is not playing properly. I guess console. Okay, so probably it's just a little delay, but anyway I think this is fine, and I think this is the way how you are going to work with the GraphQL. So that's it. So if you have some questions or comments, please don't hesitate, leave comments to this video and I will be happy to help you out. Thank you for watching and hoping to see you again. Bye for now.